My hair is not slaying today, but welcome back to my video. This is my March reading wrap-up plus my April TBR. So, hope you enjoy. Starting strong, on the first day of March, I finished these two books. Pillow Thoughts, which I rated a 5 stars. This is a poetry book. It's really good because there's a table of contents. So it's like if you're dreaming of someone, if you're in love, if you're heartbroken. I really like that. And then I also finished The Perfect Marriage, which I gave a 1 star because I did not like the ending. Was predictable. Like what happened was always like in the back of my mind. I was just waiting for it to, And I didn't really like it because like the first this much, nothing was happening. It was very hard for me to get into it. After that, it was entertaining, kind of. One thing I did like about this is, even though I had that thought in the back of my head, every chapter I was like, oh, what if it's blank? And then I came up with my own scenarios, you know what I mean? And then I read People We Meet on Vacation. I'm not going to talk that much about it because I have a reading vlog on this. But I did give it 4 stars. I really enjoyed this. I liked it better than Beach Read. If you don't like this and you most likely will like Beach Read. And if you didn't like Beach Read, you'll most likely like this because that's what people have been saying and it's true. I put this off for a long time. Also, the song Nobody Gets Me by SZA reminds me of their relationship. If you like that song, maybe it will motivate you to get this book and read it. And then I read Better Than the Movies, which I also put this one off for a long time. I had this book for 5 months. I don't know why I was putting it off, but I read this in 2 days. I also want to read this because it's Wes's point of view, but I don't have Kindle Unlimited to read off of, so I guess I'll never know his point of view. But I give this a 4 stars also. It didn't give me that 5-star feeling, but I loved how there was quotes on each of the chapters. I feel like the chapters were super long, way too long. But reading it was entertaining, so you didn't really think about the chapters. Then I read my current read, which is The Road Trip. I started it after that book, and then I don't know, I don't want to DNF this, but it's just not, I don't really like it. I got to page 116. People motivate me to read this, please. But while I was, taking a break from this, but, also still reading it, I started Normal People, which I DNF'd. I got to page, almost to 100 or something like that. Before I went into this, I knew Sally Rooney didn't put, quotation marks when they're talking. So I knew about that, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is written in UK. Both of these are written in UK, so they use they say stuff they call things that we call hoodies, and they call it a jumper. I think that's what they say stuff like that, but I don't know what the meaning is. I don't know, it just wasn't I wasn't connected to the characters. And usually I can picture a book in my head like a movie, but I just couldn't with this. So I really pushed through it as long as I could. And then at the same time I was reading this, I read The Girl in the Locked Room, which this is just a book I found in my closet. It's not a TikTok book or anything. But I wanted to read it because it was only 190 something pages, so I thought it would be a good book to read to help my reading goal. I don't know, I didn't like it. That's all. Okay, so listen, I was filming my thumbnail and then I realized I never even told you that I was reading. I totally missed that I read this on my little list that I wrote before, so I didn't forget anything. But I did read The Honeymooners this month. I have a reading vlog on it. I rated this 3 stars. I have a reading vlog, so you just go watch that. But I can't believe I forgot about this. But that's all I read in March. So I'm going to show you my April TBR. But we got to go over there to show you. Okay, So this is a weird angle. You're on my windowsill. For my April TBR, here's all the books I want to read in April. First is Malibu Rising. Honestly, I have no clue what this is about. I just know it's like found family, and I'm pretty sure it's like character-based driven. And I know like they have a party every year or something like that. And then The Hating Game, which I don't really remember what this is about. I just know they both work at the same place, and it's a enemies to lovers trope. That's all I know, to be honest. This one is like a series with a lot of books, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this one. Stop! But it's Addicted to You. Honestly, don't really know that much about it, but I know like a lot of people love this series, so can't wait to read this. And then I want to read Then She Was Gone, which is about a girl that goes missing, and then like 10 years later her mom meets this guy that has a daughter that looks like her daughter, and yeah, it's like that. I don't know much about it. Then Love on the Brain. I need to read this one because I've had this one since I got this one for Christmas, and I haven't read it. I don't know, I've like loved the Love Hypothesis, but at the same time I didn't. Like, I enjoyed it. Wasn't my favorite, but like every time I think about it, I really like it. Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't really know what this one's about. I just know it's like it's about the brain. Like, I think this one is Friends to Lovers. I looked it up the other day, but that's all the books I want to read in April. The first one I'm going to read... Okay, well, the first one I'm going to read is probably The Hating Game. So I'm going to do reading vlogs with a couple of these, like The Hating Game. So that was the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. And let me know if you've read any of the books that I read or I am going to read, and let me know how you thought of them. I have Goodreads if you want to follow that to see what I'm reading like at the exact time that I'm reading it. So, okay, goodbye.